Hello, buddy. It's that college football guy here with another video. Yeah, it's feeling a little bit better now. Chance to get rest. I sound a little better, not all the way back, but as my cats are yelling at me. This is the Saturday college football update, and I'll get to this really, really fast. We had a lot of games to get to here. All right, I have had fun with the cars going on today. I got more fun to do after I get done with this. So, start off with number 4, Florida State at Wake Forest. Florida State's a 21.5-point road favorite. Florida State's got plenty of firepower, and I think they're going to win this game. But that 21.5, it's too rich for my blood. Number 6, Oklahoma at Kansas. Oklahoma is a 7.5-point favorite. Kansas has been a good team here, but I think going to Oklahoma, they're going to have a little bit of problems. I think that Oklahoma is going to win this game, and they're going to cover the spread, but barely, like a 9-pointer. This is not going to be a blowout win. This will be a close game going into the fourth quarter. Indiana, number 10, Penn State. Penn State's a 32-point home favorite. Yeah, Penn State's going to win this game and probably win it by 40. This is going to be ugly because they're going to be mad, and they're going to take it out on Indiana. Maryland at Northwestern, subscriber school. Maryland's a 14.5-point road favorite, and I think that's being possibly kind. Northwestern has its issues, and I think Maryland's going to do some damage and probably win this by like 17, 21 points. It's another subscriber school matchup. Houston at Kansas State. Kansas State's a 17-point home favorite. Houston showed that they can play with some teams. Kansas State being that big of a that's where I was like, that many points. I'm picking Kansas State to win, but that 17 points, no way. It is not going to be that big of a score. West Virginia at UCF. UCF is a 7-point home favorite. Everybody's picking UCF to get their first home win of the season. Not me. What does West Virginia do? The insiders, or not the insiders, the sports books, somebody's saying the fact is one simple thing. West Virginia, I should say UCF is going to be winning their first game. What does West Virginia do real well? Run the ball down your throat. What UCF absolutely stink at doing? Stopping the run. They're going to run it right down their throat, and they're going to win it big. And West Virginia's not win it big, but they're going to win this game. I'm picking West Virginia to beat UCF. Going with the insiders. By the way, when I say the insiders, Las Vegas insiders, they're the ones who I pick. Get my, excuse me. Still getting over this crud. Get my betting lines from. I've used them for years, and I've always trusted them. Now, get back a little bit further so you don't see the damn fridge. This light's a little bit better though when I'm up further up front, isn't it? Let's see. Battle of subscriber schools again. Memphis at North Texas. Memphis is a 7.5-point favorite. North Texas has underperformed this season for what I thought they were going to do. They've kind of disappointed me, and I think Memphis is trying to get some things going again. So I'm picking Memphis to win and cover the 7.5. Number 1, Georgia at Florida. The cocktail party. Georgia is a 14.5-point favorite, and I think they're being kind. This is going to be a 21 to 24-point win. BYU at number 7, Texas. Texas is a 20.5-point favorite. Be thankful you didn't play this game in Provo, because I probably would have picked BYU. I'm going to pick Texas to win this, but you're not covering 20.5. You're going to lose by a lot. You're going to win by a lot less than that. Number 8, Oregon at number 13, Utah. Oregon is a 7-point road favorite. Utah, without Cam Rising, confirmed for not gone for the year. Too many a lot of weapons gone. Oregon's having its own issues. I really debated on this one, but I'm going to go with my prediction I had from the beginning of the year. I picked Oregon to beat Utah, but they're not covering 7. This is going to be a field goal game. It wouldn't surprise me. This thing went to overtime or double overtime. This is going to be a battle. Pitt at number 14, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a 20.5-point favorite. They'll win that easily. They'll win and cover that. Another game I debated on. Number 20, Duke at number 18, Louisville. A little weird saying that, isn't it? When you think about it. Louisville's a 6.5-point home favorite. A lot of people are picking Louisville to run away with this. The insiders and I are the same mindset. That Pitt loss, and Pitt's a bad team, and that Louisville had no business losing to. I think it's still stinging. Duke, oh yeah, we lost to Florida State. You lost to quality teams. Louisville lost to a bad team. So I'm going to pick Duke to outright beat Louisville. Mississippi State subscriber school at Auburn. Auburn's a 6.5-point favorite. I don't know what the hell's up with the sports books. I think Mississippi State's going to go in there and beat Auburn. Michigan State at Minnesota. Minnesota at home is a 6.5-point favorite. They love their 6.5s, don't they? Except this one's different. Michigan State's still trying to figure out who they are. Minnesota's going to just run it. Minnesota's going to beat them up. They're a physical team. Minnesota wins this, covers the 6.5. Purdue at Nebraska. Nebraska's only 1.5-point favorite. The insiders are saying Nebraska's going to win this because they have all the injuries for Purdue. If everybody's healthy. I looked at the injury report. All the guys the insiders said was going to be playing, half of them aren't. I'm going against the insiders. I'm picking Purdue to beat Nebraska. Iowa State at Baylor. Iowa State's a 3.5-point road favorite. This is a game this was a tough one. Because Baylor has had trouble executing. Baylor's been hit with a lot of injuries. Let's be honest about this. I mean, jeez. I mean, I looked at the injury report. I'm going like, okay, is the popcorn guy on this list? That's what it seems like. But I look at it and I'm going like, okay. Now this is another one I'm going against the insiders on. The insiders are picking Iowa State to beat Baylor by like 20. I'm picking Baylor to shock Iowa State and win this game. Probably in overtime. This is going to be a dogfight. Could Iowa State beat Baylor? Very easily. But I'm picking Baylor to win this. East Carolina subscriber school at UTSA. UTSA is an 18.5-point home favorite. East Carolina has been a disappointment. And unfortunately, they're going to continue to be. I'm picking UTSA to win and cover the spread. Number 22, Tulane at Rice. Tulane's a 10.5-point favorite. Rice tries to run the ball. You're going to have to rely on JT Daniels to outthrow the Tulane offense. That's not going to happen. I'm picking Tulane to win and cover the spread. Number 24, USC at Cal. And USC is only a 10-point road favorite. That gives you a clue on how bad things are going in USC right now. I'm going to pick USC to win and cover the spread. But what in the world's happening? This is another game that I was debating on. Wyoming at Boise State. Boise State's a 5.5-point home favorite. Wyoming is not a joke. Wyoming can play, okay? But Boise State's going to be enough to win this, but this is not going to be 5.5. I'm picking Boise State to win, but this is going to be a field goal game. So Boise State's going to win, but not even cover the 5.5. That's what this game's going to look like. Number 5, Washington at Stanford. Battle of Subscriber Schools. Washington's a 27.5-point favorite. They're going to win that going away. Easy. They'll cover that spread. Number 19, Air Force at Colorado State. Air Force is a 14.5-point favorite, I believe they had here for them. Yes, they did 14.5. They'll win that and cover that easy against Colorado State. Now, my guys, Tennessee Volunteers, number 21, Tennessee at Kentucky. Tennessee's only a 3.5-point road favorite. A lot of people are picking Kentucky to pull off the win here because Kentucky has one thing. They have a fantastic run defense. Let's make no mistake about it. They have one of the top in the country. They can shut down the run. And Tennessee, with Josh Heupel, is known for throwing the ball, but they're actually a better running team than they are a throwing team. And that's not counting this year. That was last year, too. Just the headlines were by the passing offense. So they can stop them. They can stop the Tennessee rushing game. That's great. But you have one of the top 25 worst pass defenses in the country. And Joe Milton, when he faces a bad secondary, lights them up. If you're anywhere near average, you give Milton problems. But if you're bad, he lights you up. You're bad, Kentucky. I'm sorry. So I'm picking Tennessee to win and cover the spread, but this is going to be a touchdown game. It's going to come down to the end of it. Number 3, Ohio State at Wisconsin. Ohio State's a 14.5-point favorite, which seems a little low, but Wisconsin's not exactly a pushover team. So I'm going to pick Ohio State to win and cover the spread. Vanderbilt at number 12, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 25.5-point favorite. Vandy, what the heck happened to you? Remember the old bet, Vanderbilt winning 4 games? Shoe-in. Now not looking so much a shoe-in. Vegas doesn't make... Vegas knew what they were doing, weren't they? Like they always do. Ole Miss, I think it's going to win and cover the spread, but it wouldn't surprise me if Vandy screws that up. Here's an interesting game. Colorado at UCLA, number 23 UCLA. UCLA is a 16.5-point home favorite. Everybody's picking UCLA to blow Colorado out. This is where the insiders and I disagree. I'm picking UCLA to win the game, but that's 16.5. The insider says they're going to blow them out. I think this is going to be a touchdown game. I think Colorado's going to keep this close because they're going to want to prove a point after the bye week. They're going to be circling this game. They may lose it, but they're going to go down fighting. So I'm going to pick UCLA to win, but not cover. Probably a touchdown, maybe even a field goal game. Number 17, North Carolina at Georgia Tech. North Carolina's a 12.5-point favorite. Kind of surprised me how low the spread is, but North Carolina may have some issues going on here, but North Carolina's going to win and cover the spread. Old Dominion at number 25, James Madison. James Madison's a 21.5-point favorite. James Madison, undefeated team out of the Sun Belt, doing great things here. How well can they do? I'm going to pick them to win this game, but Old Dominion is not exactly a world beater, but they're not exactly a pushover either. So I'm going to pick James Madison to win, but that 21.5 is a little too rich for my blood. This might be like a 10, 14-point game. So I'm going to pick James Madison to win, but not cover. Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's an 8.5-point home favorite. Cincinnati has been, well, I thought Cincinnati was going to be the worst team, one of the worst two teams in the Big 12 this year. Oklahoma State, I'm picking is going to win and cover the 8.5. Number 11, Oregon State at Arizona. This is going to be a game, folks. If you like defensive football, this is the one to watch. Oregon State, 3.5-point favorite. These two teams are going to beat the hell out of each other. This is going to be a game. DJ, hope you got some good medical insurance outside of this because you're going to get beat up. This is where the insiders and I disagree. The insiders are picking Arizona to win this game outright. I'm picking Oregon State to win this game outright. But it's going to be a great game to watch. And UNLV at Fresno State to round it off. UNLV has had a great run here. They're 6-1. Fresno State's a 9.5-point favorite, trying to go back and become back-to-back conference Mountain West Conference champions. Fresno, I think, is going to win this game and cover the spread. But this could be a very interesting game. Like I said, they're playing with... UNLV right now has literally nothing to lose. They have not been bowl eligible since 2013. And it took them till week 10, I think, to do that. They're 6-1 already. So they're doing an incredible thing. So they're playing with house money. They don't care. And because they don't care, that makes them very dangerous. But I'm still picking Fresno to win and cover the spread. So why don't you let me know tell me what you think about my predictions down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. Like I said, I'll keep doing updates on this. I got stuff to do with the cars and other stuff on here. A few little things, a little electrical. Turns out had the honeydew list, and also my car, it was just, I got pulled over on my way back home on Friday night by the sheriff, who said, not going to give you a ticket, but did you know your license plate lights were out? I'm like, the two little bulbs that let your license plate be visible? Yeah, my bulbs burn out. So I got to do that, and a couple things wrong with my wife's car. I got to fix that, and a couple other things I got to do. So little car maintenance to do here a little bit. So got to get that going here. But right now, thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Enjoy some great college football. Be safe out there, and please be good to each other.